Maren Morris, I'm so excited because the last time I saw you here was, I think it was like 2017 when you were opening for Niall Horan. Was that
Yeah.
2017?
I think it was either 2017 or 2018 because I think the middle had just come out. So I think it was 2018.
Yes, that's right. And I remember just being like to my friends, there was a big group of us going, and I was like, we have to go early because we have to see Maren. Like it was one of those things
Oh,
where we hadn't really had, any form of a country artist or anything kind of tour this neck of the woods or come down under before. And so seeing you, one of my favorite female artists, live at Spark Arena was so awesome. And now you're coming back on your own tour. Like that
coming
must be,
back.
yeah. What made you want to come back to New Zealand?
I mean, on my last record, we really didn't get to do a ton of like overseas, like international at all touring because of COVID. And for this record, I really just wanted to have a proper album tour. So that meant like States, UK, Europe, and like for the first time as a headliner going to back to Australia and New Zealand. And so yeah, just like really doing the full map. And I mean, the fans there have always been like so supportive and very patient with me. So I'm excited that we're finally getting to do this the right way.
Oh gosh, yeah, and with such an awesome album. Dreamsicle is like it is a dream to listen to, and the way that it even starts is just it takes you on a full journey of really getting to know you as an artist and you as a person, which I think is such a great way to capture your life over the last couple of years creating this album. What has that been like for you in putting this whole album together?
I mean, it's been a lot of different emotions, just very messy, very up and down, manic, depressive, fun, emotional, like all the things. But I think that's why it's probably my most honest and best work is because it's me doing what I do, like through art. It's just feeling my way through it, putting it on the page and hitting record. And just really not shying away from the harder things to get a song out. And so yeah, it was a really like healing few years to make this project. And now it's like out in the world, just seeing people resonate with certain songs or picking favorites or yeah, it's really meaningful to me because it's probably the hardest album I've ever made, just from what I was going through in my personal life and professional life. So now it just feels really, I don't know, like cathartic that, people are enjoying it and having their own like healing from it.
What has been the most surprising song in the album that you've noticed fans have been drawn to, or they've come to you and said, "This song's really resonated with me because of this," and you've gone, "Ah, I would not have seen it in that light." Has there been a particular song that surprised you?
Um, I mean, I think in a way of like just the humorous nature of it, the song Too Good has been, I think the most surprising for me just because I didn't know if it was too, like, I knew I wanted to say it, but I didn't know if people were going to feel like it was a little bit too, like, brash or in your face. But I think that's maybe what people are craving is just like that bald honesty.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, like getting your anger out, but also doing it in a way that's funny. I think, yeah, that's been a surprising reaction. It's just people like loving and laughing at that song.
It is like that, and you're right, we don't get enough of that. And I think we want to be doing that more, but we're a little bit afraid to. So it's nice to go, oh, like Maren Morris has done it, Maybe I should be more like that and actually let myself say what I want to say and feel what I want to say. But in the way you've done it is so awesome. I do want, before I touch on any other songs, because I want to talk about Lemonade soon, but this yellow dress that's in, oh, can we talk about that yellow dress that you're wearing? That's like perfectly like covered where the nipples are. Where is that
Oh,
from? And how did you choose that? And like my favorite thing. Every time it pops up on my Instagram, I'm like, I need this. It's so gorgeous.
I don't know actually who makes it, but like when we were doing all the creative and like the fittings for the album photos and all the artwork and like video, my stylist Danny Michelle, she just every fitting for whatever I'm doing, she just has a concept in her head and we're really collaborative on that side of things because we worked together for 6 years. But no, she just always pulls something out that like just nails the theme so well. So she makes me feel confident, and I feel like, you know, just bringing the music into a visual space is like her gift. And but no, thank you so much. I need to find out who makes it.
It's just one of those ones that you better put in your wardrobe and not give back. Like honestly, it's so as soon as I saw it, I was like, are you kidding me?
Going in the archive.
100%. Lemonade is like I've listened to that. I listened to it back to back actually, because the first time I listened to it, I don't think I took it in properly. So I kept listening to it and I was like, this is so beautifully done lyrically and in a way that's like it, it really drew my attention to like the song as a whole by the time I'd finished it, start to finish a few times. And it's a real honest one that I want to know how that process came to be writing that and what sort of mindset you were in creating Lemonade.
I mean the concept for it, it was a title that I had in my phone where I keep all my song ideas for when I go write with people. It was in my phone for months, and I would throw it out at certain sessions, and just like it didn't resonate. But for some particular reason, I was writing with my friends Ali Tamposi, Michael Pollock, and then Stefan and Jordan Johnson. We were just like, it was kind of a weird day for me because I was going through a lot of personal life drama and just heavy, like a heaviness lingered. But I still showed up to my right that day, and I threw the idea for Lemonade out, and they were like, let's write that. We need to write something that is going to make you laugh because you are going through it right now. So Lemonade was the end result, but I wanted to kick the record off with that song because I mean, it's just such a testament that like being creative and going to your place of uh like your happy place is, you know, for me is like writing and like getting a demo back the same day and just being able to be like, oh my gosh, my friends and I made this out of nothing just a few hours ago. And it really turned my mood around. And so that's just, even though it's such a sly song, I do think it has like an emotional resonance for me because it was just a really bad day that turned into a better one because of that song. But no, I mean, it's certainly like dripping with sarcasm and just setting the tone for the rest of the album, which is very front facing, bold, unapologetic, vulnerable, all the things. So it felt like the right move to start the album with Lemonade.
And it's also, I love it because it is like, you know, I want to speak my mind and I want to say this and you want this from me. And then apparently I'm not sweet enough for you to be like that. And it really is what people go through in their everyday. And it's such a great way to start a record to kind of, you know, showcase, I'm going to give you it all, whether you like this personality or whatever, me speaking out about this or not. And I think that that's such a strong and powerful way to have done it. And so cool that the story is from you having a bad day and then it was sweetened up by the end of it by creating it. So that's so cool to hear. What
Yeah.
I see that Cry in the Car was the song that you was the last to make it onto the album.
Yeah.
That's a feeling that I think I sometimes put on songs literally to cry in the car.
Oh yeah.
Even if I'm feeling great, I'm like, "Ah, I just need to cry because I'm so happy."
No. Yeah, this is like the emotion bubble of the car. No, I mean that's certainly like I don't know if it's like the way I was raised or like an Aries woman thing, but I'm like deeply prideful. Like I'm an emotional person, obviously. Like I do this for a living, but yeah, I just don't want people to like think that they've achieved something by upsetting me, or at least not like in person. So I'm like, you will see a composed human right now, but then like I'm not going to allow you to see me fall apart. So I think there's like a bit of strength in that, but also like a sadness because it's like you should be able to show your feelings whenever. But I think
Mhm.
yeah, it's just you also don't want to give them this, like, especially someone that doesn't deserve it, like the satisfaction of knowing that they upset you. So that's definitely like the genesis of that song's creation. But it's also just like I love that I wrote it with Naomi and Joe from Muna and my friend Tobias, and just like the danceability. I love a song that sounds happy, but it's actually sad.
And it can and wait till there's an acoustic version out and you can hear the sadness. That's what I love about those songs is there is the danceability, and then you hear it with just your vocals, and you're like, oh, that's hit me completely different. Like it's the coolest thing with music
Totally.
like that. I
Yeah.
do want to. I want to ask you just on that and like having like finding yourself front facing. Is it hard to do sometimes when you are feeling like you just want to cry or just want to let out whatever the emotion is to actually not be able to do that in front of people so that they don't, know that they've affected you? Is that hard sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, like I certainly, I think we all know, or hope, I guess as I get closer to myself, as I've aged, I know that, um, I think a lot of us just feel like you want to be safe in a place of safety to show that emotion. And I
Mm.
think like some people have proven to me that they're not safe to be around emotionally. And so, but no, I've certainly like lost my cool and fallen apart, around people. But I think it's usually people I trust. But no, I think also like my son is 5 years old and I feel like he's more emotionally intelligent than most of the people I've dated. And he knows how to like process and regulate an emotion. He knows how to identify what he's feeling and show it. And yeah, so I think that's the beauty of children is like they're learning all of this for the first time, but also they're reteaching us things like this.
But you're teaching them too. Like that's something that you should take credit for too, because that's so cool at the age of 5 to be having those emotions. And you must look at them and be like, my goodness, like
Yeah.
that, because that's such a cool
Yeah.
thing.
No, it really is. It's the best part. Like, I mean, there's so many great parts of it, parenthood, but I think that is definitely one of them. But also getting to like reparent your inner child is something that like I didn't know about until I had my son.